Hey guys, Eric Cogorno here with Performance Golf, and in today's video, we're talking about how to keep the left arm straight. This has got to be one of the most common asks when people come to see me in person or take online lessons is, Eric, I'm really struggling with that lead arm breaking down throughout my swing. That gives me a lot of inconsistency. I'm not hitting the ball solid, probably not as far as I think I can. And I just can't figure out how to keep that darn lead arm straight. And in today's video, I'm gonna give you 3 big keys as to why it's happening and one simple drill on how to fix it. Now, the first thing I've found, I've been teaching for maybe 16 years or so now, is a lot of players I work with have much more success in keeping the lead arm straight throughout the swing when we actually focus on having the trail arm wider. Trail arm wider. Now think about it this way. When I grip my club, how many hands do I have on there? Got 2, right? I've got both of my hands on there. And so whatever my right arm does during the swing is going to affect my left arm or my trail and lead arm, right? So as my right arm bends more, watch what happens to my left arm. It also bends more, right? This would be the image we want to get rid of. We don't want this. Now, if I straighten my right arm or widen it, watch what happens to my left arm. It also gets straighter. Okay, so the sensation here, instead of you having to feel like you lock your lead arm in, is actually pushing away with your trail arm. I'm pushing my palm away from me and away from the target throughout the swing. And I'm going to show you how to do that. Now, of course, the whole point of keeping the lead arm straighter throughout the backswing is so that it can be straighter during the downswing. And why is that important in the first place? Well, it's important so that at impact, I can have a good impact position and hit the ball solid. If my lead arm is straight, it's easy to get the club head down to the golf ball and ground. Now watch what happens as I bend my lead arm. Watch where the club head goes. Does it go up or it goes down? It goes up, right? Now if I come through impact with the left arm very bent, where's the club head? Way above the ball. What's that going to lead to? Lots of fats and thins. So if you see yourself like this at impact, or maybe even worse, past impact, odds are you're struggling with some contact, and getting the lead arm straighter will help get the club head to hit the ground every time and have solid contact. But again, we want to focus on the trail arm first. So just to start with, before we dive into a couple more layers, let's make some swings here. Start with the short iron. You go 9, 8, 7 iron here and make some swings and feel like your right palm is pushing away from the target. As I push my palm away, see how that straightens my right arm. If my right arm straightens and both hands are on the club, that means my left arm must be straight as a byproduct. Okay, so I'm gonna hit a shot here. I've got a little 9 iron out there, and I'm gonna feel like I'm pushing away with the right hand. And we'll talk about some of the correlating body motions. Push away with the right hand. And that should look like, it was a good, nice solid 9 iron, maybe a 2 or 3 yard draw, just barely right at my target. We would take that every time. Now in swing, because my right arm was pushing away, my left arm would stay closer to straight. Now the drill that I would do before we go into the body motions action, when I give a lot of players to feel that, say, Eric, yeah, I could feel my right arm pushing away, but is there kind of a better way to do that? I love a split hand grip for this. Split hand grip is you take the club in front of you, lead hand's where it normally is on the grip. Now your trail hand is gonna go down the shaft slightly. You can go just below the grip, or you can go kind of down, even middle part of the shaft is fine. And what I'm gonna feel here during my backswing with this split grip is the same thing. I'm gonna push away with my right palm. I'm gonna push away with my right palm. So I feel like even both my arms are extended. Now, of course, are both my arms gonna be dead straight at the top of my backswing? No, right? My right arm's gonna fold, but I wanna feel like I'm pushing those away. Now, as you're doing this drill and pushing the right hand away, you're gonna probably feel some body motions that go along with it. And that leads us into key number 2 and 3, which is extension and rotation. So I want to push my trail arm away, but if my body's not in a good spot, yeah, it's going to be very difficult to do. Let me show you what I mean. First being extension. Extension from the down the line angle is referencing where my body is relative to the ground or how bent over I am, okay? When I take a setup position, I start slightly bent over, which means my chest, if I put the club in my chest, is pointed slightly down towards the ground. Now, if I keep that same extension throughout my backswing from this face-on angle, you're gonna notice my head's gonna go well away from the target. Now the problem, if I keep this forward bend here, I don't get rid of the forward bend here, I keep my chest down. The problem is when I make a backswing like that, I can't keep my arms straight enough long enough. I've got to get to the top of my swing, overfold my arms. See how that works? I can only keep my arms straight when I keep my chest down until about right here. And then my arms need to fold. That's a big reason why it happens. Right? Why is it folding in the first place? If I do that same thing and I extend, which is chest up, when I make my backswing, chest up, all of a sudden, I don't have to fold my arms to get to the top. I can actually from there keep my arms much straighter, much longer. Okay, so key piece number one as I'm pushing away with the right hand is I need extension. And what I want you to do to feel that is just have a club in the center of your chest. Again, this is pointed down towards the ground. And we want to get that at least level to the ground. Okay, again, staying in forward bend would look like this. This is not good. Head way away from the target. Gonna have to fold my arms. Level to the ground is good. You might even feel like it goes up towards the sky slightly. I'm feeling my chest and my right shoulder working up and back, extend it. Because if my body gets in that position, I can keep my trail arm nice and wide. So key piece number two, extension. So as I'm pushing away with my trail arm, I'm feeling my chest up and my shoulder up and back. Almost feel like my shirt buttons are going a little bit up towards the sky. So chest up extension, right arm wide. And there's another really solidly struck 9-iron shot. Okay, now the last little piece as you're doing the drill, notice the divot in front of the ball there like that. That's the whole point of the left arm straight. So reason number one, you might be overfolding it, is because of the extension. Reason number two is the turn. Okay, so as I'm doing my backswing, if I make a backswing, let's say, you know, full turn's like 90 degrees-ish, okay, something like that. When you make a backswing, if I don't turn enough, my arms can only stay straight to about here. Then how do I make a full backswing if I stop turning? You guessed it, I overfold the arms again. So a lot of the reason the arms are overfolded is because you don't turn enough and you don't extend enough, okay? So as we're doing the drill, as we're doing this little split hand grip I give my students, as I'm pushing the palm away, I'm gonna feel chest and right shoulder up. That's the extension, keeps my head centered. And I'm just gonna make sure that my lead shoulder's getting turned fully back, right? I'm turning and extending, pushing away with the right hand, turning and extending. And if I can get that set really good at the top, you'll be amazed how easy that is to keep down through impact. Let's do one more with that. So chest and shoulder up, right hand pushing away. And I'm just making sure as I do that, that I'm getting a nice full turn on the way back. So lead arm straight is key for solidness of contact, okay? To make sure I hit ball first, ground second. It's typically better to try and get that lead arm straighter by having the trail arm push away with the palm. Feel it to the top. You can even feel the same thing in transition. Keep pushing away. As you're doing the split hand grip with that, we want to make sure our body puts us in a position to be able to do it successfully. We need extension, chest up, and we need turn. Do those together, you'll be able to keep your lead arm straighter. You're going to hit the ball more consistently solid. Guys, hopefully this helps you. If you have issues with this, leave a comment down below. Let us know any questions. If you could click that little thumbs up button and share this with a friend, that would help us a lot too. Appreciate you guys watching.